Hello everybody, it's Bea from Bespoke Crafts and welcome to my channel. Now today's card is day 24 of the GUMMIAPAN advent calendar, and it is this absolutely beautiful frame. I absolutely love it. So this is what I've done with it. I've used all GUMMIAPAN dies, the flowers, which are these. I don't know what they are, but I've made them into little daisies, cut several times. The grasses, I think that one's out the advent calendar, one of the advent calendars. I cut 3 of those, and I've just got these. These are the partial cut dies, which they're absolutely gorgeous the way they sit. Well, I've got to do a little bit of cleaning up on the card because this was quite fiddly, but it's well worth it. I just put some card underneath just so the wings pop up. So you've just heard my bread maker go off. I'm just going to go get some bread buns ready to prove, and then I'll come back. If you're watching this intro and you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It really does help my channel, and your support is really appreciated. So I'm just going to sort this bread out, and I shall be back to do the editing in about 5 minutes. Hello everybody, on the voiceover now. The house smells gorgeous of a freshly baked bread. So here's this beautiful die. It's so delicate. When I can get it out of the packet. There you go. So what I've done with it, after I've shown you this, look at those little acorns on it. It's absolutely adorable. So I've cut it out twice, and I'm going to stick those together. There they are. And on the acorns, the stalk, actually you can push it out. So what I've decided that I thought I would do was I've put the dots of glue actually on the nut itself, not on the cap bit, simply because if I decided if I wanted to push them out, then I could. I ended up not doing that, but it is something that you can do with it. And one of the leaves, I think it's the one that's on the right hand side at the top that you can see poking out a little bit inside the aperture, that one is loose as well, so you can have that one lifted up if you want, but I chose not to. So when I go to colouring this, what I've done, because it was long-winded and it's all the same, is I've done the start of it. It is sped up, but then I've missed the middle bit out and I've gone to the end, so you can actually see what I'm doing, but you're not watching all of it, because when I was editing it, I was looking at it. Can you see I've changed to the different colour now? It was about 5 minutes of colouring. It's like nobody wants to watch that. So I thought doing it this way, you'll be able to see what I'm doing without watching the paint dry, as it were. So it's just watching the colours as they go. So I am just taking a drink, I'm sorry about that. So I suppose you could put, I'm going to put my coffee cup down, you'll hear a noise. I can never remember the name of this stuff. Do you know, it'd look nice as well with tiny little bits of gold gilding flakes on, just really tiny bits. But if you put the micro glaze on, it would just give that little sheen to the nuts that the nuts have. I mean, it'd be painstaking, and I suppose it depends on how much you want to put into the into your project, but yeah, you could do that. It'd look nice. So now I'm just doing the leaves. I've used 3 different colours, as you can see. and then just putting them on randomly and then using the lightest colour over the top just to blend everything together, just so you don't get any harsh lines and it's just a seamless blend. I've sniffed, I am sorry. So these are the grasses. I think this one came out of, I'm not sure, I don't think it was last year's calendar. I think it was the one before. I think it was 2023, I'm not sure. And this is one that you buy. Again, I've just done them in 3 different greens randomly. I've kept some of the colour. I think I kept the darker one exactly the same from doing the acorn leaves, just so it all married together. And on the intro, I've put a little picture in of these partial cut dies of the birds, just so you can see them. They are beautiful, they are lovely, so effective. So I thought it'd be nice to show that. So just going around all the edges, and then I'm going to start on these little daisies. And again, just standard, just popping colour down the bottom of them and making sure I get the little buds underneath. What do you call the little buds underneath? Just the top of the stem, I suppose. Just so that they look variegated. I mean, they've even got little leaves on these stems, look. And then just doing the little yellow centres. So I was going to do some other flowers with it as well, which I have cut out, and you'll see them on the right hand side, there they are. But I decided I didn't want to use them. I think the daisies just look lovely as they are. Now I'm using a very, very pale blue-grey. I can't remember what colour it is, but you'll see it on there. As I say, my screen's very small when I'm editing and I can't see it. And that was just to add a little bit of depth into the daisies, and then using a blender just to get rid of any harsh lines and just make it a lot smoother. So I'm not looking at placement of how I'm going to pop these little flowers together. I was thinking about putting little rabbits in it and little snails and hedgehogs and everything, and I think now sometimes I overcomplicate my cards too much, so I wanted to just keep it sort of it's not clean and simple by any stretch of the imagination, but I do tend to go a little bit sometimes overboard with the things that I do. And I do find it easy as well to put all my pieces together prior to putting them on my actual card piece. And then just using that last bit of long grass. I didn't use any of the short grass at all. That's the last bit just at the back, just to add a little bit more fullness. So I wanted it to be both behind and in front of the frame. So yeah, I think that looks pretty. So those flowers will go straight back in the envelope, and they're just there for when I want to use them again. They're all done up. Now the thing was that this, what's the size of this die? There we go. So the height of it is, sorry about the noise, yeah, it's 5 3/4. It's 5 3/4 by 2 3/4. Yeah, by about 2 3/4. My card panel was that I use a 5 1/4, so I had to sort of like rejig it. So these are little birds. Just cut them out, and you can see just the little wings lift up. I haven't put any colour on these whatsoever. I just wanted to keep them as they are. So yeah, I'm impressed with that. I'm going to have a look to see what other ones they've got. And then just placing the frame on the card panel. Again, can I take this opportunity to thank everybody, if you're still with me, hopefully you are, for subscribing throughout my life on YouTube. I really, really do appreciate your support. So thank you so much. Thank you everybody for your likes and your comments. Again, thank you so much for your support. I really, really do appreciate it. So I'm just adding a little bit extra. I didn't want anything else on the panel, so I just thought I'd just round the edges off, because that does make a difference. That was the leaf that's done, actually comes up. So what I'm doing now is cutting off tiny little pieces, because I need to pack out between the underneath the wings. So I've got I've stacked them up 3 little pieces high, and then popped them right under the wing near the body, so you can't see them. Not a fiddly job, is it? But it just ensures that you get the full look of the birds. So literally that's what I'm just doing there. I'm just checking the size of my spare pieces, and I've got 1 piece of this green card left. So I thought I'd use this as my matten layer, and I'm going to cut it just, I've left about just over 10mm at each side of it. So I've got quite a bigger frame on each side, but there's nothing on the bottom, because I wanted it to go onto a 5 7/8 by 5 7/8 card base, which is what I use all the time. So as you can see, just popping on there. So we are coming to the end of the video. I've got no idea why. It doesn't really show me putting it on that. Sorry about the head. So I'm using Collall glue to glue down. So yeah, if I get a card done tonight, late on, because I don't go to sleep early, I will pop it up tomorrow. If not, everybody have a lovely Christmas. If you celebrate, have a lovely what day is it today? Have a lovely day tomorrow, Thursday. Happy Thursday. Thanks for watching, everybody. All right, thank you. Bye bye.